5G is a biohazard, a known carcinogen, and a radiation assault on all living things.
Find out what it's all about. 5G will harm you. 5G will harm you. Find out what it's all about.
Stop biological trespass with electromagnetic fields and frequencies. Stop 5G, toxic technology. Stop 5G.
Stop 5G. 5G causes cancer. There's no safety testing in place.
Too much radiation in this world. We're irradiated constantly. It's not healthy. It's not compatible with the human chemistry.
Show us the studies that it's safe.
Thank you. Stop 5G.
Tell your politicians you're not concerned. You want them to cease and desist harming the public.
Save life on planet Earth. Well, you can connect with me on Facebook.
Stop 5G now.
We want our kids to live safe, healthy lives, free of radiation.
Need your help. Please come and get the literature that's on the table. You can educate yourself. We need this for our children, our
Go
grandchildren.
to Physicians for Safe Technology 5G. You can find everything you need there. Go to that website, Physicians for Safe Technology 5G.
Please, 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 please take the time to look at the science. It's overwhelming. Dr. Martin Paul speaks of how it affects the cells very specifically and scientifically. I've given it to all my doctors and cardiologists, and they're very responsive. Thank you, but please, please look at the science and you will see that it's overwhelmingly affecting us already. They know that 1G, 2G, and 3G is affecting us. 4G is affecting us. 5G is going to overwhelm us. It's the same technology they use for crowd control to move a crowd around the corner and burning their face. Thank you.
Prove it safe. Prove it safe.
Okay. 4G has already harmed me. I've already become quite ill from 4G. 5G will do me in. Stop it now. Stop it now.
Hello, we're here today on the National Day to Stop 5G. This is happening all over our country in the United States. It's a movement. There are thousands and thousands and thousands of people fighting 5G for good reason. There's not one peer-reviewed study showing that this technology is safe. In fact, people know, if you read the scientific peer-reviewed studies by scientists who say it does cause harm. It's a toxin. It's a pulsing radiation. There are people getting sick. All over the world, people are fighting this. Please do the research, look at the documentation, it's available, and notice that there is not one peer-reviewed study, scientific study, that is non-industry that says it's safe. Thank you.
5G is a biological hazard. 5G kills birds, bees, and babies. We need to stop 5G before it gets put up. Once they put it up, it's going to be harder to take it down. We need to stop it before it gets put up. We need a town ordinance to stop 5G.
This is a current national discussion. Members of Congress are questioning the FCC to show them proof that it's safe, and they can't.
Tamara Balsamides. I'm from New Jersey, and I'm here to support the opposition to the rollout of 5G. The way that we need to stop the rollout of this technology is we need to mobilize in groups, we need to reach out to our senators, legislation, and personally, I live in Montvale, and my husband and I have been in touch with the mayor's office and have voiced a complaint, and we have been informed that 5G is not going to be rolled out in our town. My personal experience with cellular is that I have been bedridden and incapacitated for 20 years. I was diagnosed with Lyme disease, lupus, and chronic fatigue. Every system in my body was failing. I was having heart problems, insomnia, migraines, fatigue, and everything went away the minute I removed myself from electrical fields.
We are having a nationwide protest. We're part of a nationwide protest around the country to try to stop the dangerous technology of 5G being implemented in Woodstock and across every other community in the United States. The consequences of 5G are that it creates DNA damage, amongst other things. It creates a lot of things, but it's a biological hazard to all human life, not just humans, but animals, plants, and insects and trees. What we're doing here in Woodstock is we are trying to convince our local town elected officials to pass a town ordinance that would ban 5G from coming into Woodstock. In spite of the FCC rules, it will require public support, show of support by the community to convince the public officials to put a town ordinance in place like other communities around the country have done. The problem with 5G is that 5G only has a certain distance that it can be transmitted from cell towers. So they use small cell transmitters, and they're going to put them every 300 to 500 feet. These devices, don't be fooled by the name small cell. They're powerful radiation transmitters, and they could end up being 30 feet away from your bedroom window. And the problem with it is that regular cell phones use about 2 watts of power. 5G phones are going to be set up to use 20 watts of power. Well, first of all, anybody wants to look and see the dangers of being exposed to electromagnetic radiation, go to justproveit/studies.net. Actually, it's justproveit/studies.net to review 5,000 peer-reviewed studies that show electromagnetic radiation is harmful. But the problem with 5G being harmful is the studies that show it is there are absolutely no peer-reviewed studies that show it's safe, and there are a multitude of peer-reviewed studies that show it's unsafe. If everybody wants to see a really good report on 5G by a biomedical physicist, award-winning, is to review Dr. Martin Pall, P-A-L-L, and review his report, 5G Great Risk.